Welcome back to my channel. Today we're checking out some more Xenoverse 2. We just got a new raid. It is against Masked Saiyan, so against Bardock. And this is also one of the few raids that it's actually worth it to go to 100k damage dealt instead of just the usual 50k, which I normally is where I go to, but I will be doing the 100k. Because I think this is the most rewards I've seen in a raid in a long time. I think there's a total of 6 Super Souls, and then 2 full outfits. We'll go over it here right now. Participation, as usual, Saiyan badge, 50 TP medals, and then at 5k damage, you get 50 TP medals, a nickname, a Mira Super Soul, the cooler suit top and bottom, and a Santa hat. And then at 15k damage, you get 50 TP medals, Super Saiyan 4 Goku Super Soul. You also get another Super Soul for Kid Gohan. And then the bottoms for the Santa costume. And then at 30k damage, you get 50 TP medals, a street name, metal cooler hands and shoes, illustration 245, and the Santa costume hand. Then at 50k damage, you get 50 TP medals, another street name, and then a Toa Super Soul. And then I think you also get a Mira Super Soul and the Santa costume shoes. And then at 100k damage, you get 50 TP medals, a nickname, and then another Goku Super Soul, and then the top for the Santa costume. So quite a lot in this raid. It actually surprised me. And also just a warning, I've only done this one playthrough so far while I'm editing this video, but so far this raid has been super annoying because it sends you away. He also has Peeler Storm, so that takes a lot of your time of getting damage away, which is super annoying. And then I also just had an annoying player using Goku Black's move, where he does like the needle attack. I use it all the time. I can't think of the name of it though. Oh yeah, Divine Lasso is what it's called. It's just one of the annoying ones that lets it so no one else can do damage while you're attacking it. And then I don't know all the Super Souls that we're getting this time around, but I know that the Super Saiyan 4 one, you'll probably definitely want to get, because it gives you double XL or triple XL damage to everyone, like all your allies, and then all of your opponents. So generally it kind of evens it out, but for stuff like raids and whatnot, it is very good, because it not only bonuses your damage, but everyone else. So kind of the opposite of this guy right here using that attack. You're benefiting everyone instead of being annoying for people. I think it would technically make the boss do a little bit more damage, but generally that isn't too much of an issue. But yeah, I had a lot of trouble keeping up my meditation and formation in this one, because there's just a lot of time where it wastes and you can't do anything. And then it got knocked away when I got sent away and whatnot. So definitely a bit more of a more difficult raid, slash just annoying. It was more of that than anything, because like, you just can't do anything in these situations. I also messed up my step vanish and got hit by it, but it was just a bit of a struggle for me this time around. I did manage to get decent damage. I did about twice as good as I was expecting, so that was decent, and it wasn't like the end of the world, and I should be able to get the 100k in like 4 or 5 goes, I think, which isn't too bad. And I mean, each one is only 5 minutes, so the most you're gonna spend is like half an hour or like an hour or something, and then you'll be done. And I think it goes until the 27th of March, so next Wednesday, so you got a decent amount of time to get it done as well. So you don't all have to do it at once, like kind of how I usually do it, but you could do it over the week essentially. But I definitely recommend this one, because I think it's been somewhere close to a year or something since we've got most of these rewards. So it's definitely worth it. And also the amount of stuff you get is really useful. It's usually only like 1 or 2 things in the raid. We only get 1 illustration, but we get 2 outfits and 6 Super Souls, so that's quite a lot. I also got lucky and stayed here, so I could get some damage off on him. I don't know if this Because I know he's stronger until you get out. Also, he destroys my stamina game somehow. But I know he's stronger until you get everyone broken out. So I do wonder if this was counting to a bunch of my damage or not. I also choke really bad and had to use the limit burst. I was having a lot of trouble with this for some reason. But I managed to get a decent amount of damage off before it ends. Also, my guard break hit and didn't break his guard, so it's always fun. You'll also notice I used Beast by mistake. Usually I use Evolve because I think it gives you a bit more damage, especially in Key and whatnot. But, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. In my next attempt, I can just switch off. And Beast still is quite a lot of damage, especially compared to, I think, Super Saiyan and Super Vegeta. Also, I think before I go to sleep here, I'm gonna start watching Sandland, which the first 7 episodes got dropped all at once, which I believe is mostly just the movie, adapted into a TV show, with maybe a couple of added scenes here and there, and then I think every Wednesday for the next, like, 6 weeks, I think, something like that. Yeah, 6 weeks, we will be getting a new episode of the new content, which I believe, because it's coming out now, so I imagine Toriyama was finished before he passed away, and it's essentially one of his big projects he was working on, like Daima. At least that's how I understand it. We also got the game coming out soon, which I'm really excited for. I think it's going to be on PS4 too, so I'll actually be able to play it recently and not have to wait a couple years or whatever until I actually upgrade. Which I'm hoping to do sooner rather than later, but it's the way she goes when you don't got a bunch of free money to spend at the moment. It's honestly weird. I've had my PS4 since I was still in high school, so it's weird having to actually upgrade now that a generation's actually starting to switch over. I also saw that some people were pretty unhappy with the trailer they released for the Xenoverse Next Gen, but I mean, I wasn't expecting much for it. But we did get the new sparking stuff, which is super exciting, and I'm looking forward to playing that game, because I never played the old games. Also, just fly over and check out my score like usual before I end the video, but other than that, that'll be pretty much it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!